Hi, Angie. Lovely to see
Hi,
you. You okay? You had a nice day?
I'm lovely, thank you. Are you okay?
Great, thank you. Yeah, lovely to see you. Welcome to Crystal Cabin, the
Wonderful.
perfect environment for talking about women's well-being. On, I was going to say has been a beautiful day, but it's been a bit off and on over here. I don't know about you, but it sounds like we've got rain, so we might hear the rain on the
Yeah.
cabin roof.
Oh, well, it's quite sunny here at the moment.
Oh, lucky, brilliant. Okay,
Oh,
sun shines on the righteous.
it is.
So, do you want to introduce yourself, Angie, and the name of your business, and just tell us what makes you happy?
Yeah, so I'm Angie Howells Owen, and I've recently started a business called Crystal Elements, which is sort of a hobby gone into a bit of a small business, really,
Lovely.
on Facebook. So, what makes me happy? I'm quite a positive person, so I take the best out of everything that I can and just go with it. I think life's too short to sort of, we're not here long, are we?
No,
I do tend to make the best out of the situation. Um, my crystals do make me happy.
of course,
Yeah.
absolutely. To be surrounded with such beautiful crystals all day must be fabulous energy in your house.
Yeah, yeah, I've got them by my bed in the kitchen. The girls, I started a little collection for my 2-year-old granddaughter Nancy. Her
Oh,
own little collection. So hopefully, not no money for alcohol, she spends it all on crystals.
yeah, I know what I'd like to be spending my money on too. They can be quite addictive, can't they, crystals, once you
They
get into
are
them.
definitely because it's there's so many and so well. I mean, I think they're all beautiful.
Indeed, I'm a big
You,
fan.
you could get a new one every day and you wouldn't get them all. There's so many.
Very dangerous introducing me to you in the healing business. So, how
Yeah.
what's your background, Angie? What did you used to do before you did this as a hobby?
Well, as Force's wife for uh, about I don't know, like 2004. We came back to London now, and I went to work back for Conway Council,
Hmm.
and I was a job coach really, so helping people get into education, training, or employment. And one of my main things was I used to do a program called Step,
Ah, yeah.
which is all about positivity and liking yourself and your self-worth. And I used to do it with a group, and I loved a group of ladies from the domestic violence unit. And when
Oh,
they used to come in, they were so wish you can understand, so down at, but at the end of it they were just raring to go,
yeah.
and I loved that part of it. That was like my favourite. And then last year the funding finished. So I was retirement age, so I had early retirement and redundancy. So that was in August. And I was going to look for a job after Christmas. Then I didn't. And then I just started this really. I just did a bit of research and sort of finding suppliers from all over the world and how it started really. Just,
So, as when you were in your previous role, had you
yeah.
already kind of dabbled with crystals at that point? Was it
Yeah.
a hobby already?
Yeah, I've always liked them. My first crystal I bought was a tiny little aura angel.
Oh, yeah.
And it was in a shop where we lived in Lincolnshire, and I just thought, oh my god, that's gorgeous. That's why I think like a crystal picked you rather than you picked the crystal.
Yeah, I can
Um,
that.
yeah, and that was it really. I used to pick up bits and bobs and I went along, and yeah, and that was on the road to this really. And I used to make well, I still do make wrapped jewellery, so I wire up crystals. And I used to wear them and be, oh, that's lovely. Where did you get it from? I said, well, I made it. So can you make me one? And then it all, the sad thing is I don't have as much time to make them. I just had an order, but I quite enjoy the creativity of wire wrapping.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
pretty, yeah, it's pretty like free flow, so you can do anything really. And I do copper and silver, and yeah.
Oh, that sounds fabulous. So nice to be able to wear a unique piece of jewellery that's handmade.
Well, definitely, which is like crystals. There's no two the same.
Yeah, well,
Everything is a one-off, and I think probably that's why sort of maybe again people like that. Nobody will ever have the same one that you've got, like the jewellery.
Yeah, because no two people are the same. So
No,
that's
no,
probably why we're drawn to certain crystals. That it's not quite the same as it when somebody buys one for you. It's more
no,
about what you're being drawn to.
definitely. I mean, I on my page now, my Facebook, I do get a lot of messages saying, "Oh, I'm just starting out. What should I buy?" So I'm not all about the selling. So what I usually do is I send a couple of different links for them to read. So one is about, like, I always think you should start by what colour attracts you.
Mm,
And then once I'm like, and usually they'll go back, oh, I'm pinks and purples, definitely.
yeah,
They'll start on their journey then, and then as they get more sort of educated, it will grow, and they'll go into other areas like, manifesting in the properties. And I think it's more of an attraction
yeah.
to what you like.
Because it can be quite daunting, all the different names.
Oh,
How did you learn
well,
all
I'm
the
still learning.
information? You're still learning.
Yeah,
Every day is a school
yeah.
day. Yeah.
I've only been doing it just under a year, so properly.
Really? Yeah.
Um, I just read up, and I don't know everything. I've got a few notes here. Because again, the crazy lace was quite a new stone. I usually try and find out when it was mined and if it was sustainable mining, or things like that.
Yeah.
But most of my pieces are hand carved.
Wow.
They're not done en masse, So
So where do you get them from? When you say they're hand carved and they're from different mines, they sound quite unique, the pieces.
yeah, I get some from Pakistan at the moment. They do a lot of aragonite, which is beautiful, and then they hand carve them. But each piece is unique, and it's like an aqua blue hue with like the brown sort of running through. They're beautiful. I get some from the States. I've had some from Brazil.
Wow.
I think when you're a buyer, as a wholesale buyer, you tend to speak to groups that do the same, so you learn of another one. Or, I mean, plus I bought from wholesalers in the UK as well.
Yeah.
There's a few here that do wholesale.
So when you say you start speaking to groups and people who do the same, it's
Mm.
opened up new friendships and new doors and new avenues for
Yeah,
you getting into this. Yeah.
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 And again, I'm relatively new. I mean, some of them have been doing it for years. They know exactly where to go. But I'm enjoying the journey. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you seem very calm. Your energy is really
I
lovely.
am. Yeah, I'm not a. No, I'm just a. Whoa, whatever.
Go with the flow. Yeah, which is quite different, Angie. I used to work in welfare to work, long-term
Yeah,
unemployed as
yeah,
well. Yeah. So it can be quite an intense, heavy, negative
yes, yeah.
environment because, everybody's there because they need help and support. So collectively, that can feel quite daunting, can't it? And to think that you've gone from that to where you're talking about when you're sitting creating and wrapping the jewelry and
Mm,
making unique pieces and being drawn to the different colours and learning about
yeah,
all the different crystals, it's quite a different world that you found yourself in.
totally different. I'm quite dyslexic as well, so um, in my old job, you were saying you did roughly did the same. All the paperwork that went with it, and I used to procrastinate every day, so I'd have all my files, and I'd do a bit of that one and a bit of, instead of just doing one after the other.
Yeah.
My mind wouldn't let me because it's so woo.
Mm,
So I did find that quite tested at times.
yeah. So
I got there in the end.
you certainly don't appear to be of retirement age. You shocked me when you said that. So
Well, 57 next birthday, so yeah,
wow, the crystals are obviously doing something well.
I won't get yeah.
Excellent. Oh, how that's a lovely transformation, your story of what you used to do before to what you're doing now, and
Mm,
how much calmer and how much happier and how much
yeah,
brighter that you're feeling, and it's so much more positive. And
yeah, definitely.
when you're saying now you're even talking about people beginning their journey and they're asking you questions, so that's lovely to
Yeah,
be able to help and support and kind of mentor people through with their education in the same field.
yeah, definitely. It's like you said, it's similar but different, and I get great joy out of somebody finding the right crystal,
Yeah.
or the right color when they phone me, go, oh, this is great. I mean, I think you have to believe to a certain extent. A lot of people like poo-poo it.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's if it helps you, then that's important to you. It doesn't matter about anything else.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Obviously, being in healing, when people
Yeah,
poo-poo it, it's either for you or it's not. But you can't sort of throw it on somebody. It's either for them or it's not. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like football or rugby, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to have, I think, the sort of aptitude to give it a go.
Yeah.
And then at least you've done it, you've tried it, and then, you know, if it's not for you, great. If it is, brilliant, you know.
But what's lovely is that you must find the same, seeing the transformation in people once they have give it a go, and the healing qualities of the crystals. If you're saying, oh, if somebody says, oh, what do I need for this problem, or what do I need for this, or I feel this way, and you're able to recommend, and do they come back to you then and say, oh my God, thank you so much, I feel so much better, that feels good?
Yeah, I've had a couple that have and said, you know, thank you for recommending this, you know, it's definitely helping. I don't hear back off everybody, obviously. I do get a lot of messages though, can you help me with this? You know, someone's having an operation, and, you know, so I think rose quartz is a great healer of love and giving, and I think that's a good start, somebody like that. So, you know, I like to help, but obviously it's not a medicine.
No.
It's a I don't know what to call it, a journey. It's a, you know, a belief, and that you think that that's gonna help. It's like self-talk, isn't it? And, you know, which you know, is good for you, isn't it? Give yourself a good talking to.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because your body's listening to everything that you tell it, and it responds. It's an instruction that we're giving. Everything we say is an affirmation. So
That's what we used to do, affirmations in steps. It was the ultimate thing was the affirmations, and we used to cut them out and give them to them, and, you know, your beauty, you know, lots of stuff, and it is self-talk, definitely self-talk.
Yeah. So how would you think the ladies that you used to work with in steps, or gentlemen if it was mixed, would react if you walked in today with a basket of different crystals? Would it be a completely different to how it used to?
Funny enough, I did actually in one of them. I did give them all a crystal when we finished.
Ah.
I did them all in a little bag with a little what it meant, and then I put a positive saying in the bag, and we gave them all. So yeah, I have done that before.
Oh, how lovely.
Yeah,
It goes a long way.
Well, it does. You know, they're not. You know, they can be as cheap as you like or as expensive you like. But I think if you can just give somebody something like that, it means more than, you know, I don't know, a cake. You know, we have a piece of cake, we've got a celebration cake, we've finished. Something that they can take forward, can't they, you know?
Yeah, it's very comforting, isn't it, to have a crystal on your person, and if you know that what the properties are, how it's going to help you, and feel comforted by it. You know, I have crystals under my pillow, at the side of my bed, in the bra. I'm glad you said that. I was going to say, I know we had a brief conversation the other day, and we were talking about lockdown. I was like, I haven't had a bra on for how long? And it was like, I have to wear a bra because I put my crystals in my bra. So yeah, I think maybe we need to get together with Judith and create a bra with a pocket so we can put crystals in it. I think that'd be great collaboration.
So many people wear them in their bra.
Yeah, it's close to the heart, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Yeah.
And you say that, you know, jeans, you know, that little pocket that you've got in your jeans, that's for a crystal.
Years ago when I was in sales, I used to rep, and that was a big thing to me because I had a fear of driving motorways. So I really pushed myself to the limit, getting in this fast car and doing motorways, and then going into establishment selling. And I used to have little crystal tumblestones in
that's right.
You know, what would be the ashtray in the car then, when you used to be able to smoke in places. Anymore. And I always used to hold them in my hand and talk to them and say, come on, crystals, I need an order out of this one, it's end of month. And they really did give me that kind of empowerment to go in there feeling confident that I was going to make a difference in this particular call. And I was used to feel really good coming out, so that when you're in that positive state of mind, then you're more likely to go and do it again and again and again.
It's self-talk, self-confidence, you know, it's the ability to you know, speak to yourself, like you said, isn't it? It's, you
Believe
know,
it.
definitely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you got some crystals there to show us that you could
I
tell us what they
have,
could be used for? I'm dying to see.
yes.
Very
So, to go, ready?
yeah, ready.
So I have got this beautiful site.
Wow, is that blue?
It's like a turquoisey blue. The different the light as it is.
Oh, it's gorgeous. That is that quite heavy?
Yeah, it's really heavy. This is the
Yeah.
smallest. I got three. The other two are quite big.
And what properties, what does that help with? What's that
Yeah.
for?
It's the third eye and the throat chakras, which you
Oh
usually
yeah.
know all that. I don't know so much about all that because obviously it takes a lot of research. So it clears confusion and frustration,
Very good.
expands knowledge and truth, and apparently it helps absorb. I can't say the word. This is my dyslexia. Absorption of calcium to help your bones, your teeth, your nails. Your nails might have
So that's
calcium.
fascinating because that's not just one thing in particular. That's quite a lot of different things there that can help with.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you go on Google, probably if you say put that in, there would be a lot of. I think you just have to be mindful of what you read, and
Yeah,
I think if you go from the chakras and then see what they sort of say, what the color stones do. Again, I think it's mainly about the color with chakras, isn't it?
it
Doesn't
is.
matter what stone, it's the sort of on the way. But yeah, that's just beautiful. Look.
So
I
how
don't
much
know.
would that be roughly if we were?
This is £25. This is
That's
quite
really reasonable.
probably my most expensive one.
Yeah, because that's a good
Yeah.
size and it's got weight in it. It's a
Oh yeah,
lovely, beautiful
it's
crystal.
really heavy. Yeah, and it's lovely. It's lovely to
Yeah, smooth.
very smooth and shiny. You could look at it for days. It's just
Yeah.
it's beautiful. So that's apatite.
What was it called again?
Apatite. So it's Apatite.
Oh God, say that when you're you.
They do have some really weird names, don't they?
Yeah.
So the next one is called Mookite.
Oh wow.
I've only the last sort of few months just heard about Mookite.
Put it up a little bit.
Sorry, it's not a stone that I would really as
Oh,
a
wow,
favourite.
that's so unusual.
Yeah,
Are there different colours in there?
looks a bit like they do a Picasso stone, not Mookite, but they do a stone called Picasso. It's just
That looks really smooth as well. How do they get it into a ball? What do they? What's the process?
it's quite. I have got, funny enough, on my page. Somewhere I'll have to try and find it. It's got it shows you how they do it, and it's quite time consuming. Obviously, it's like things like if for maybe
Do
a
that
piece
again.
like that. So into that, but I like it because it's got the knob, but I like it's got like they call them caves,
Yeah.
and sometimes you get little geodes in there, so the little sparkles.
Wow.
I don't know if they get them in these ones, but on some of the other, I'll show I've got a stone over there has.
And what would you use that for?
The Mookite it was found in Australia in Mooka Creek,
Wow.
and it's a nurturing stone, supports and sustains during times of stress.
That's lovely for
So
self-love as well, for nurturing.
I think again because it's got so many colours. It's got I don't know. It's like a orange. It's not an orange. I don't know. It's like a goldy brown,
Yeah.
like a
But
purple mahogany colour, white.
that's quite unusual because, if we're relating it to chakras, then it doesn't stand out straight away what chakra that might be for, but it's closer to the oranges and the red of the root chakra and the sacral chakra.
That's right. Yeah, it is roots
Yeah,
and
okay.
base. Yeah. So yeah, spot on. You know your stuff.
No, my chakras. I love that. That's
That's
beautiful.
that one.
Do they come on a little stand? How do they not roll off everywhere?
Yeah, you get little stuff. You can get them for like 50p, and then they're just like that.
Lovely.
Then
Absolutely beautiful.
I've just ordered some what they called triple moons. So they're like like in the middle and then the moon on the outside. But they can hold them.
Oh, lovely.
So and they're done in. I can't remember what they're done in now. I ordered so many. I think some of them are like a black onyx.
Very nice.
Some other ones, so yeah. So that's the Mookite.
Mookite. I might be chasing you for that. I like the look of
Yeah,
that. But that's got some weight in it as well.
I have. It's a good, yeah. Obviously, because it's a natural stone, it's really cold as well. It's lovely.
You won't be putting that in your brow, would you?
Can you imagine? All I can do is fill it up. Yeah. I'm in these anyway. It's going to take it down to my ankles.
Oh, I like. Lovely.
Yeah.
Moving
What have we got
swiftly
next?
on. What else have you got there?
So I don't know if you've heard of a stone called Crazy Lace Agate.
No, I get there's lots of. Oh wow! Oh, look at the detail. Oh, lovely. What colours are in that? Because the light's shining on it a little bit.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
like
wow.
orange, yellow. Yeah, you can't really see the.
Oh, wow. That's got.
Um,
So that's like Is that a point at the end? Is it like a
yeah,
one?
so this is a tower. They call them a tower or a
Tower.
point.
Okay.
And there's a little geode in there, a little cave.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
I like caves because to me it makes it stand out that it's a natural stone.
It is
It's
very
not a
unique, isn't
fake
it?
stone or.
All the ones that you've shown already are so unique to, I go to a lot of the
Yeah,
mind, body and spirit festivals, and you tend to see the same things over and over again, and I've not seen any of these, so it's
yeah.
fascinating.
I do try to source this little love heart there.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Oh wow, lovely.
So yeah, so something like that is like £5. So they're not
Really?
expensive. Yeah,
Lovely.
they're not expensive.
God, and what would you use that for?
So this again is a new stone. It's the third eye,
Uh-huh.
and it's general healing properties because it's a gate. A gate obviously is a common stone. There's just different types of a gate. It can bring vitality to your organs, and it's a powerful protection stone.
Yeah, with it being third eye, I would think protection.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm not so much so
I'll send
great.
you some bits. Yeah,
No, that's what because I haven't really got so much into that side. So
yeah.
love you.
But for protection, so that would be great for channeling. It would be great for healing. Yeah,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
protection. If like if anybody's got any nerves going into a meeting, into a speaking event, or something that a little bit out of their comfort zone, having that in your handbag or your computer case to help
Yeah.
you work.
Yeah.
Absolutely fab. Yeah.
I do believe about carrying them with you. When my daughter went, my youngest is very, very dyslexic. She wanted to go interview to university, and she'd struggled a bit with her A levels because of her dyslexia. Like, severely, she couldn't pass the time or anything. And I gave her a stone that my mother had given to me, and I give to Ellie, and she got in anyway. But she said she kept that stone on her, And then
Yeah.
when she
Oh,
went,
fantastic.
yeah, when she went for a job interview with the DASO in Denby, she took it then, and she got the
Oh,
job
there
there.
as well.
So yeah, I don't know if it's just that mental.
Oh, but that's lovely. The fact that your mum had it and she gave it to you. So your mum's been
Yeah.
into crystals as well, has she?
No, it was actually off the beach. It
Oh,
wasn't even a crystal per se. It was just a stone that she had it by her picture of her and her best friend.
wow.
So yeah, so
There's
it's
a lot of sentiment
really.
involved in that, isn't there? Yeah. My son used to pick up shiny stones when he was very little and bring them to me. And I wasn't necessarily into what I'm doing now all that time ago, but I used to keep them because it was precious, isn't it? It's what's
Well,
been,
when will they do that again?
yeah, yeah,
When will they? Because they say, don't they, children, whatever children give you, say thank you. That's wonderful, even if it's a bit of twig.
yeah.
They're giving it to you, and you're there. Obviously their life. So I think
I do that with my dog now instead when he brings me something.
and we've got a cat. It's usually a mouse or a bat.
Yeah. It's funny you should say that about just stones as well, because there's a little exercise I think it's a shaman practice actually, where you can pick up stones, any stones, doesn't have to be nice crystals, and
Mm.
anything you want to release or let go of, you've got this stone in your hand, and you give it a good talking to, tell it all your feelings, really let go on this stone, and then you can either lob it up the garden because it's gone, or you can plant it and bury it in the ground and give it back to Mother Earth, and for Mother
Yeah.
Earth to give it love. So then you let go of the memory and
Those
the emotion that it gave, and you're disconnected from it now, and it's cutting the cords. So you just think of it as being, well, it's been given love. So love,
Yeah. No,
yeah, and that's
I totally
lovely.
get that. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally get that.
yeah. My driveway's full of stuff. The dog brings them back. So, so have you got any other crystals to show us
I
there?
have.
Very
I've got two
exciting.
more.
Like a kid in a
So
toy shop.
I've got the Angel or Rose Quartz. So you can't really see the colour.
Angel aura rose quartz. That's for me. That is got
Yeah.
to be for me.
So it's rose quartz, but some people don't like it. It's sprayed with I don't really know too much about it. It's called Aurelia Borealis, obviously, which is the Northern Lights. It's called an AB plating. So it's sprayed on and it's fused on. It doesn't take, I don't think it takes away the properties of the rose, because it's still rose quartz. It's just a very
Yeah.
pretty rose quartz.
Oh, I love that.
And this is a large palm stone.
Fabulous.
So it's, yeah, it just, if you can see the,
I'm
not
going
really
to take
see
it off you then, trying to reach for you.
Here we are. One of those things where I throw it and you catch it.
I might be tapping you up for that. I'm going to be
Yeah.
a customer, I think.
So the rose quartz, it balances the yin and yang energy, and it brings all the other into harmony. As I said before, it's a healing stone. It's a love stone.
Very much
Keeps a bright heart. Heals negative emotions, lowers stress.
I think we should
And,
all have one.
Yeah, well, it's a very rose quartz. I think is the most popular.
Yeah,
Stone,
that and
because
amethyst as well. The two.
amethyst, that's a very good protecting stone, amethyst.
Yeah, another one for the.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I had quite a lot of amethyst. Yeah, rose quartz. You get them in like, so it's the raw one.
Oh, I prefer the
This
raw.
colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a raw one. That's got a very baby pink. When you see this,
I think we've got the light shining, but yeah, we'll have a look. What's your Facebook page called, to let everybody know so that we can all look up? Because you've got some fabulous pictures there of all the different ones that you sell and you stock, and different shapes and sizes for different reasons. They're fabulous.
Very eclectic.
Yeah.
So it's called Crystal Elements. And then when you go on the page, I have a group. So I think it's somewhere at the top called Crystal Elements UK. And that's where I do all the selling, because I think it's more private.
Yeah.
Because if you're selling on your main page, they wanted to buy a present, somebody could see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have a group within the page called, it's still Crystal Elements, only it's UK.
Great. Okay.
But it's on the page itself. And then I tend to do a big sale about every 3 weeks where I get all my stock in. I'm just waiting on a delivery now. And then I did a flash sale last night of raw crystals. Things, yeah, I can show you like these.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that looks amazing. Wow, deep in colour.
Well, these are dyed. These are dyed crystal points. See them?
Yeah, love
crystals, but some people, I said, like them, some people don't. So I try to sort of cater for everybody.
Yeah. Well, there's so many, isn't there? You'll never please everybody. So
no.
Yeah.
I like having a bit of everything.
Yeah, fantastic. Great.
I've got one more.
Go on. Oh! I think we'll all be tapping you up for one of them. What's that called?
This is the largest that I do.
Oh.
Sorry. So this is...
Sorry. I was going to say, how does it feel? But I better not say that.
It's so cold and a bit hot now, so it's really nice. So this is celestite. And it's,
sorry, what was it called?
Celestite.
Celestite, okay.
And it's the throat and third eye and the crown chakra.
Oh, great. Very spiritual.
If I show you, it's like a mini ice.
Oh, yeah.
Back inside. Can you see it?
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Just
Wow.
it's yeah, it's much prettier. Obviously, can't really see on there. So it brings harmony and balance. It assists the holder in finding and maintaining inner peace, and it's also a healing stone. Now, I sell quite a few of these. The ladies use them for putting their oils on their faces or their creams
I was
because
getting
it
the
is a
wrong
healing
end.
stone.
I was in the wrong end of the stick.
Well, I'm sure you can find a new use.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so you just put your creams on and you just rub them in, and
Beautiful.
it's a real cold, the real cold stone. So I think that's
Beautiful.
why people, it rejuvenates your face and your skin.
Well, that's why I didn't have a clue that you were anywhere near retirement age. You must have been playing with your wands.
Well, so that's that one.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Absolutely
so
lovely.
it's a
It's
bit of a
quite an insight.
selection. That's
So,
just a 5 that I've got all. Oh, let me just show you this one before you. So I said about the little geodes.
yeah,
So I don't know if you can see. So this is another agate. This is like a planet. I think this
it
reminds me of
is,
a
isn't
planet.
it? Yeah, wow. Oh,
So
I can see, yeah.
if you can see the shine, you probably can't, can you?
I can
It's got,
see the geodes. I'm almost trying to touch it as if we're in the
I
same
know it's got
room.
tiny little. You can't see that one. It's got tiny little crystals. Yeah, it's
Gorgeous.
not really doing
Yeah,
it now. But so they have sometimes like they have tiny little crystals, and I just love them because I think that's what makes it unique.
yeah, they are really neat. Yeah, I like the balls. I'm really into the balls. They're lovely, aren't
Yeah, they're
they?
quite therapeutic. Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
I think it was a carnelian, is it? A red one?
The
Really
orangey
deep
red.
red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'd done one of these festivals. I'd been on a stand next to a lady that had loads, just all crystal balls,
Oh, yeah.
different sizes rather. Um, and I was being really good, not spending my money that I was making on
So
these
hard.
crystals.
Yeah.
But it was a 2-day event at Chester Races, and in the end, I said, "Go on then. What would you recommend for me?" And she said about this carnelian for focus and concentration and confidence in making decisions. And she said to me, "This is perfect for you and where you are in your business." And you know what? My business has really took off ever since. And
Oh,
I love that crystal ball.
put
I
a
don't.
glass in on it for you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely lovely. So yes, I think I'll be coming along to your flash sales and to your
Yeah,
3 weekly events and being your
yeah.
best customer.
No, I love. I also had a new stones. I've sold. I think I sold them. They're called a sunstone, and
Sunstone.
they're on my page. I think on a video. My daughter's modelling them for me. They're like little spheres, but they look like a sun. They're beautiful.
How
They're just so
lovely.
beautiful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, everything's beautiful. So,
Yeah.
okay then. So, in because we're talking about well-being for women, obviously a lot of those, there's loads of different crystals, but the ones that you've shown, even in that small collection, they were able to offer so many different healing
Definitely,
modalities
definitely.
for you. Yeah. So, how would you sum up how crystals will help us with our well-being? How would you sort of recommend what to do with them or why to have them? What do they do for you?
Yeah. I think one crystal to have. I mean, you can pick a raw a rose quartz. I think you can get for £1. I think that's a good place to start. You can either get one put in your bra, or you can get a tumbled one, which is really shiny. I presume people know, but they might not. Tumbled are very shiny and they're very smooth. You've got to say I've got some, but they're right over there.
It's
Perfect.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they could fit quite nice in your bra. Something like that would probably hurt a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Be a bit
But
painful.
then that
And
would
I
make you feel like you're loved and protected and feel
yeah, and I think because you maybe started on a journey of collecting crystals, it might give you a zest for sort of doing something else, and then your mind is taken off maybe the more of the rows you can do. You can sit and maybe do a bit of research and see what maybe would help you. So one way you're like diverting your mind to sort of something that would benefit you. it's like reading a book, isn't it? Somebody said, I can't wait to read the book. I'm going mad here. So I think it's just finding an interest in it.
Yeah.
Again, they're not expensive. You could buy a handful like for £5. Go and research and see what they do.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know where it's going to take you, really, do you?
No, but it's a beautiful journey once you get into, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. I just get so excited. Oh, even my daughters now, we get all excited when the delivery comes. It's like a joy opening of the box.
Christmas come every time you have a delivery.
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful, excellent. Oh, I've really enjoyed talking to you, Angie, and
Oh, me too.
loved listening to you talk about your business. So you've got your Facebook page up and running. You're on the
Yes.
mothership as well. So
I am on the mothership, yes.
for anybody that might have any questions, that might want to get in touch, they're quite
Oh,
welcome
more
to
than
contact
welcome.
you.
Yeah, messenger me or get me on my Facebook, or yeah, absolutely fine. No
Or maybe
problem at all.
post on there when you're next going to do the, the 3 weekly. Perhaps
Yes,
just
I
put
will.
a post on so that we can all be sort of
Yeah,
sleeves rolled up, ready to start bidding.
there's some nice things come in. I've got some white jade as well. Little sticks. They're really nice. So yeah, it's a bit eclectic, but I like that.
Excellent, absolutely lovely, brilliant. Well, thank you very much. We're very lucky to have you in the mothership, being able to offer such lovely, harmonious well-being tips from what we can do with our crystals.
Oh, it's been lovely for inviting me to have a chat. It's been wonderful.
You're very welcome. I'm sure our paths will cross. I shall definitely be
Yeah.
one of your biggest customers. I told my husband earlier, and he was like, "Oh no, not more crystals."
No.
And I'm like, "Yeah, but this lady can tell me what they are instead of me just saying that's pretty. At least I'll be able to know what they're for." So
Sometimes pretty is good though.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, if it makes you
Like
happy.
if you like it.
Yeah.
I am a believer. If you're drawn to it by colour or by look, then that's the stone immaterial of what its properties are.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Well, I'm sure at some point Ruth will be, when we're all able to play out again and we can gather in groups, there'll be an exhibition opportunity. Then we'll all come and have a look at your lovely stones and crystals.
Perfect.
Look forward to meeting you then.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to the Crystal Cabin.
You're very welcome. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'll see you soon. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Ooh.